Greetings. It is now 12:40, almost 12:45. Yep, batteries are wearing down, but I am going to continue on. So, clear the energy. Okay. All right. I might have energy for one more. We'll see how things go. I might do a couple more after what's been going on, so I think I'll be okay. I'm taking it easy. So, blessings. Much love to you all. Oh, yeah, if you're wondering, it's in the AM. Much love. Greetings, I'm your Prime Career. Much love to you all human beings on planet Earth. Yes, I see you had a audio issue. Not to worry. You can just jump to the timeline where it was working, and you will be able to hear it all. But in this incarnation, realize there's always going to be obstacles. It is up to you to overcome them. You will not call this a test for nothing, and that was a test. But realize this, if the information needs to be known, it will be known. If there's any sneak preview, there will be a sneak preview. Most of humanity, yes, will close down information and when it is not ready. It has a way of doing that. When it wishes to stay asleep, which if society wishes to stay asleep, it will make sure the information is lost or forgotten. You're aware of this. Your Atlantis was easily forgotten now, wasn't it? Because your society didn't want no part in it anymore. It was going asleep. When it goes to sleep, goodbye Atlantis. Who needs to know about a futuristic, that's not correct, a very advanced civilization with your cars and your planes? They did not have cars, they did not need them, but you got the idea. So, but the information does resurface now, doesn't it? Through channelings, through many different vehicles. So the information will always come back to you eventually. One thing I, one thing of what was lost. One moment. I can connect. One moment. Of course, I'm the crime creator. I can connect to anything, but one moment. Trying to keep a voice down. It is quite late. One moment. Yes, your Mother Earth has had many incarnations here, and many beings wish to take over those incarnations. That is correct. But understand, there is much more to it than that. And hijacking of your world, yes. And mismanagement, no. One thing I can tell you is your Anunnaki did at one time rule this earth, at least attempt. They came close to fully ruling it, yes, but then lost control over it due to their own faults. but not realizing how powerful you truly are either. Yes, they were looking for gold, but they did not realize what they found was a human race that was unlike anything they've ever seen before. They saw you as primitive, even called you stupid, yes, but they did not realize only reason those things are happening is because you're going into a dark state that they refuse to go into, and most beings refuse to go into. And you're an advanced enough species to go into darkness to forget all of your knowledge, only to gain more than any other species in this universe. To take that step of forgetfulness that is not an ignorant society at all. And those here that call each other idiots or stupid is wrong, but is another way to lower your vibration, which is doing very well, but it is not the truth. You are all very intelligent beings. Realize that. Embrace it. You being on this planet to deal with this type of stress, where most of these aliens could never will ever handle this type of stress ever. So you should all earn your Olympic medals, realize that. And you are, by generating all of this information. Yes, many of you are very stubborn. Yes. As for your ascension process, where does that go? It all depends on you. Individually, you're all moving in your own direction, but the masses are staying in one spot. Now understand there would be a fire between each one of them every once in a while throughout cycles where awakenings will happen here and there. You are all connecting astrally. You like a global hangout in astral. We are all connecting. You know exactly what's going on. We have to go back to your role as human. I believe that's heard this channeling, but to give a more perspective of it, it is all happening as you want it to happen. Your ascension is happening as you want it to happen. Now, you can change that individually to go in a timeline that whatever you wish. That is up to you. Remember, give yourself that power. It will happen eventually. Of course, the higher the expectations you want, it will take some time to get there. I believe I said that correctly. But either way, if your goal is high, it takes a while to get there. It does not mean it's impossible. Yes, an action means much. But also, self-healing is the number one thing. The more you heal yourself, the more you forgive yourself and allow the healing to occur, the faster you will go into this future you wish to connect to. Understand most likely you'll be doing it on an individual basis, where your masses is not ready for it, because there's so many teachings, and that teaching is gold. Why would they want to leave that? They can't. They have signed up and made sure they will not wake up. But give this to yourself, though. You all that are connecting more to the higher beings are ready, because you've had enough of Earth and no longer have anything else to teach you. And realize this, that many of you have several lifetimes that have not been spoken of. It is difficult to bring up all these lifetimes, but it is not needed to be known, because you've already written that to yourself to keep it closed. Even those that say they can read all your lifetimes realize there's more out there that they cannot connect to. Because you have put it that way, you have set yourself in a position where they cannot be read. Only by you. And you chose not to. You are the master of your world. Realize that. And to allow others telling you what to do in the mindset makes this life very difficult. It is up for you to undo the programming of others, as they see what is they're told is normal, which is a false normal. Unfortunately, many have embraced in this false normal, of course, because that is part of your society and part of your test. Awakening from that is very difficult. It is taking a chance now, isn't it? A chance that most do not want want to take. They'd rather be part of the norm and be miserable than connect with spirit and allow this negativity to release and find their happiness within themselves and see their talents that is beyond this reality. Many of you do have lifetimes on different worlds. You realize also many of you have a lifetime on Pluto. I am mentioning this is because that planet is seen as irrelevant. But at one time, it was the place of the solar system. It was the most active. It was, yes, in many ways Earth's twin before Earth was ever Earth, because it had a world of many tests. And it was a very difficult existence, and it ended the way it needed to for your Earth to continue. It was an activation as your Earth was being born, but eventually it went to sleep. It is now in the state it is at this time. But for you to realize that this existence is far more than what you're being told. It is your right to have what you want in your reality. You put the intention out to be healed, but also to know the all truths that is needed for your experience to find happiness. Your intention to find happiness is what's important here. Unless you want to be miserable, as many do. And they continue on that train, and you notice where that train goes. Yes, more knowledge, but maybe unnecessary knowledge. But that is up to them. There's no such thing as unnecessary knowledge, but for certain individuals, it is unnecessary. Where you go on test after test wondering, what is this all about? And many do have many incarnations here of wondering why they chose this. That is up to you to find that answer. It is a mystery built within all of you. You all asked for this to be built within you. It is a program, but it is your soul experience program. And that can always be altered. Meaning you could always go into a awakening process whenever you wish. You can always hit the eject button from this reality and go into more of a reality that feels more exciting to you, more filled with life. As this reality is a dull one for most parts. But it is dull for many reasons. It is also dull for you to make it exciting. And where is that excitement? It is within you. It is within your meditations. It is within your abilities. But to unlock that is within your meditations. To resurface your abilities. To empower yourself and others. It is not just about empowering you, it's empowering everyone. But you are interconnected. But to connect, you must finally find home here. Instead of looking at the stars, look within. It's easier. It doesn't cost you a thing. Many have doubts of their abilities, which is quite understandable. Dealing with the programming you have on your earth is understandable, but you can also alter that. As you get more used to this, the validations within your soul, because it lights up with energy. And those that are not ready for the truth will not find their validation, of course. But those that feel the vibration of the real world, yes, it is exciting and beyond your normal way of life, yes. But it is the real truth of your society. Your aliens, multidimensional beings, unicorn species, elementals that are still waiting for you to connect to them. And you do in your own way, even if you don't mentally give them a message, but you do. It's all unconscious. Even when you look at a flower, a rose, anything with nature, and say it's beautiful or acknowledge its beauty just by feeling, the elementals feel that. But they do feel that many are not acknowledging nature. it does bring a burden to them, a sadness, but also a love for humanity, to realize that it's just going through a long phase, but it's coming out of that phase, and it takes time to come out and feel its true vibration. Much love to you all. Live well, and always love thyself.